Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Modsauce. Oh yeah! So, the quarry's been going for a while now, and in fact it is actually finished up. Now one thing I'm noticing over here is it's kind of stopped in the center and there's like some weird thing. What is that? Oh, look at this. It looks like there's a hole in the world. What the heck? Alright, we gotta check that out. I want to make sure I'm flying when I go down here. I don't want to fall into the void. Yeah, we're at like Y0 right now. We're underneath the mining world. That's weird. I wonder why that happened. I don't know. Okay, well, yeah, if we ever want to escape out of the world, we can do it there. Yeah, look in the walls. There are so many ores here that we can collect. Certus quartz. Oh, that's a charged one. Nice. So I can fortune all these and get some extra stuff out of here. More osmium ore. You know, it seems to me with mechanism, the osmium ore is like the main thing, but it's so common. It feels like it's as common as iron. It's just like everywhere. But yeah, it's nice to see that there's so much quartz here that I can come through and collect manually, fortune it, all of that stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We did hit some kind of a lava lake, obsidian kind of a deal here, so we most likely have obsidian in our system. Let's go check out all the resources we got from this quarry. All right, so what did we get? What did we end up with? So we have 0.2 million, that should be closer to 0.3 million cobblestone now. The important stuff, we got 2,000 coal, 2,000 redstone, 2,000 iron ore, 1,000 copper, what is this, tin? Yeah, almost 1,000 tin, silver. Oh, there's two types of tin, apparently. Thermal foundation and mechanism tin. Huh. Okay, I guess we're going to have to ore dictionary those together. We got 800 osmium. Got some lead, more copper. Okay, so we got almost 2,000 copper. Thermal foundation and mechanism copper, apparently. Yeah, we got almost 600 Certus quartz. That's awesome. Lots of yellowite, so we could start into big reactors if we wanted to. Bauxite ore from mariculture. I believe this is the same thing as like aluminum. So we got plenty of aluminum now. What else do we get here? We got some mossy stone bricks. Oh yeah, that's right, because over here, when we set up this thing, it kind of went through this dungeon. Yeah, I saw this before. Got like a part of the creeper face still here. Yeah, I went through this creeper face dungeon thing, and we got some pistons, I think, maybe some sticky pistons. We got some cool stuff out of there, so that's really awesome. What else? Yeah, we got some chests. So slime balls, 6 sticky pistons. Yeah, we got lots of good stuff from this quarry. So I would say that was a pretty good success. It didn't take too long to get this all set up. And yeah, it's pretty much portable. I can just kind of move this over and do another quarry. But I think we're done for now with the regular BuildCraft quarries. I think from now on, we're going to try and do something else. I would like to do Quarry Plus so we can fortune our ores and things like that. What is it? The Ender Quarry is available too, which has some cool stuff in it. So yeah, I think you can do speed upgrades and all that stuff. I haven't really looked into all that you can do with it, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. So let's go ahead. Oh, I guess I should have taken those drives out first. Good thing they didn't reset. So apparently we only used one disk, one 4K drive. So that's pretty much all you'd need for a max size quarry, as that and those 3 deep storage units. Okay, so good to know for the future. I'm going to take the rest of this stuff down. Yeah, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, tear the rest of this down, get back to the base. We're going to have to figure out some way to start processing these ores automatically. I want to get that going. So that's probably the next thing we're going to start working on. We have a lot of ores. We need to process them so we can use them. So yeah, let's go ahead and start working on that. Right, so back at the base, I'm noticing right away that something is different here. Yeah, my items seem to be kind of flickering. What the heck is up with that? So I kind of did some investigating. I was like, why are we flickering? What is going on here? That is really distracting. So what it turns out to be is this new build over here, I think Slipgator made. And yeah, he set up all these farms that used to be over here to be automatic, which is awesome. So we got cotton, we got carrots. Oh, I thought they were moving. I guess I was just looking at different ones. Like, why is that growth percent changing? We got sugarcane and we got wheat. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And looks like he's using harvesters for everything, except for this last one over here. Now, I was just speaking to Slipgator a moment ago, and I was like, hey, why did you use a farming station for the cotton instead of a harvester like you use for everything else. Well, apparently cotton plants no longer can be harvested using an MFR harvester. And this was the only thing he could find that would harvest them. And as you can see, the text keeps like flickering back and forth there. And if we look at like that chest over there, every time the label goes away or whatever, yeah, you can see that flicker happening. I think I saw it affecting those. Yeah, like some of those things up there are flickering too, which is kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, if we can set this to active with signal, which means it's off, no more flickering. So that's awesome. But yeah, this is something that Slipgator set up, so I really don't want to mess with it. But I tell you guys what, while we're here in the spawn village, I can't stand that flickering. It's just going to drive me crazy. So I'm going to turn that off for now. And when I'm done, I'll turn it back on. I don't really want to mess with other people's stuff around here, but that flickering is just going to be too insane. Also, guys, I didn't mention this at the very start of the video, but HermitCraft Modsauce, the mod pack, is now released. You can get this at hermitcraft.com/modsauce. There's a link there to go to the AT launcher and all that stuff. It lists all the different mods that are in this pack. So yeah, that's really awesome. You guys can download it and play along now. Woohoo! Alright guys, so I'm going to get a few more things together here. We need to figure out a way to get some things auto-smelting, which really needs to happen. Auto-processing, auto-smelting. I don't know if we're going to do it here or if we're going to do it over at the volcano base. Yeah, we need to get something hooked up. It might make more sense to do it here. But if we're going to do it here, we also got to get power hooked up. We should be able to make those Tesseracts now, which would be awesome. So we can put our windmills high up in the sky. I know everybody keeps telling me the higher you put them, the more power it makes. But I don't have any way to move that power around, so I haven't done it yet. But we will. Okay, so again, I'm going to make a cut here. I'm going to start getting some things together. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in just a minute. Alright guys, so currently we are pulverizing some ferrous ore. We're getting the pulverized ferrous metal, and we're also getting the pulverized shiny metal. We need that pulverized shiny metal to make our Tesseracts. So if we look here on the Tesseract frame, we need Enderium ingots, some type of glass, looks like hardened glass or enlightened fused quartz. I'm not sure what that is. But anyway, the Enderium ingot, this is where we got stuck with the Tesseracts the last time, because we need both the pyrotheum dust and the Enderium blend. Pyrotheum isn't that difficult to do. It's just a blaze powder, sulfur, redstone, and coal dust. We've already done that. So yeah, we were stuck on the Enderium blend because this requires a pulverized shiny metal. We only had one piece. And we need silver dust and 2 tin dust. It looks like this recipe has changed just a little bit. I'm pretty sure it didn't require silver before. But yeah, so that's something new. We also need resonant ender. So this is from melting down ender pearls. I believe you need 4 ender pearls for 1 bucket of resonant ender. Okay, so we need a few things. We need a magma crucible to melt down ender pearls. And let's see, what else do we need here? I think we need the induction smelter to actually turn the pyrotheum dust and the Enderium blend into the Enderium ingots. Yeah, so we need a few different machines here, and I think we might need a fluid transposer to get the magma crucible, the liquefied ender into a bucket or something. Okay, so let's go ahead and start removing some things here. We don't need this hopper. I don't think... I'm going to take out the upgrade. I don't know if that's... Okay, you know what? Actually, let's put the upgrade back in there. Let's see if that sticks. I don't know if it does or not. I just lost a bunch of power by removing that. But, yeah, it looks like... Okay, it stays in there, so I don't have to remove that. So I just lost a bunch of power for no reason. Oh, well, now I know, and I won't do that again in the future. So pulverizer, the metallurgic infuser, we don't need that here. Does this? Yeah, this is empty too. And it seems like all the machines now, when you break them, are retaining their power, which is awesome. That was one thing that always sucked before when you were trying to move things around. So we need, let's do the induction smelter here. We're going to need... Magma Crucible. Yeah, let's do the Magma Crucible here. And things keep jumping around my inventory. And the Fluid Transposer. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Okay, so we will melt down the Ender Pearls in here. That should go over into the Fluid Transposer. And then from here, we can take the stuff and put it into a bucket. Ender Pearls. I think we have a bunch. Yeah, let's go ahead and do... Well, I think we have to do this recipe twice, because we need to make more than 1 Tesseract. Yeah, I think that's what we need. Let's do 8 of those. I think it's 4 per Tesseract total. So that stuff should just go right over here, maybe? Oh, I don't have this configured. So configuration, output to the right. This one should be input from the right. There we go. Okay, so that's set over here. Now I need to get some buckets. I don't have a bucket, so let's click a few times and do this the really hard way. Oh, you can melt down ender lily seeds. Oh, and that gives you 4 buckets worth. I didn't know that. As opposed to 1 ender pearl gives you 1/4 of a bucket. Ooh, that's awesome to know. Okay, so here's what I was trying to get to, the bucket recipe. So let's get 2 buckets. Yeah, I'll probably start melting down the ender lily seeds in the future. Okay, 2 buckets of this stuff. We also need pulverized tin and silver. And I don't have any pulverized of either, but that's easy to get. So let's just go ahead and grab, actually I think we're just gonna need 1 ore of that and like 3 ores of tin. Yes, okay, so we'll just go ahead and get this all pulverized down. Oh, I still don't have the pulverizer here. I'm gonna have to remove another machine. Yeah, this will be much nicer when we get a permanent setup for all of our machines. I don't have to keep swapping back and forth between them. But until then, this is what we're doing. Okay, so let me go ahead and get the rest of this stuff done. And, yeah, I'll meet up with you guys in just a bit. Okay, guys, so I went ahead and I actually made a few more Tesseracts than 2. I ended up making 4 of them just because I smelted up 2 ender lilies and 2 ender lily seeds. And I don't know, I just wasn't thinking about it. And yeah, they gave me 8 buckets. We only need 1 bucket of liquid ender per Tesseract, so we had extra. Anyway, I made up a couple more extra than what I needed, but we have those for later now. I just got done making a few more wind turbines. We made 6 more of those. And one more thing that I want to make, I thought I'd show you guys. We want to make an angel block. A-N-G-E-L. Angel block. Yeah, this is an item that you can place anywhere in the world. You can place in midair, and I'll just place a block there, which is really, really awesome. Yeah, let's go ahead and make one of these, because I think we're going to go ahead and put these wind turbines up as high as possible, get the maximum amount of power out of them, and send that power through a Tesseract wirelessly, and then we can have a large amount of power wherever we want. I think one more thing we're going to want to do is probably make a chunk loader. Maybe we can't do this, actually. Hold on a second. We don't have chicken chunks in this pack, do we? Mod... No, we don't have chicken chunks. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to properly chunk load an area. Yeah, there is the chunk loader from MFR that we just saw. There's this guy, chunk loader. I'm not sure. Oh, that requires another star. We're not quite there yet. I'm not sure if these things. Oh, it requires deep storage units too. That's weird. I'm not sure if these things only load 1 chunk, or if you can set them like the chicken chunks chicken loader. I think there's also a world anchor thing, maybe. I thought I saw there was another one, not that thing. I don't know. Okay, I'll have to research that. We're gonna want our base chunk loaded. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I'm not sure how to do it in this pack, but I will figure it out. Okay, so we won't worry about that just yet. So now we have the angel block, we have Tesseracts, we have some wind turbines. I think we are set. Yeah. So let's go ahead and go over to our volcano base. And, you know, I was thinking we would put the wind turbines on top of the volcano, but yeah, you know what? I don't think we're going to do that after all. I think we're just going to fly all the way up above the volcano as high as we can go. Actually, I should figure out where the exact center is. And I'm calling the center where this lava is. So that is 2654 and then 1799. So we'll just go straight up here to 256 or whatever. The highest point we can go and place a wind turbine. Yeah, we'll have these all the way up as far as possible. I don't think we'll be able to see them from the ground, but that's fine. So 255. So 257 we can't place. Okay, so that I think is the highest spot we can place them. Whoa. Okay, so we're gonna put this at 252. I think that should be fine. Okay, so that is where we're gonna place our first turbine. Right like that. Yeah, that thing's spinning like super fast. So this thing must be putting out a lot of power. Let's look at this thing. So this is putting out power 480. Okay, that seems like a lot. I don't know actually how much more that is than what we've been doing. Oh, I don't have a way to place more of these things. Okay, we'll just do some of these conduits. Shift. Nope, not there. Shift, please. Can I break? Okay, well, I just broke the angel block. Ah, that goes right into your inventory. That's right. Let's kind of get a place to stand on. I'll break this thing. I kind of want to get myself a magnet, too. Did I pick that up? I don't know if I did or didn't. I want to get myself a magnet so I don't have to worry about dropping things in the world. So we'll go 2 more this way, 2 more this way. And I don't think I can place these things. I think they have to be placed on a block. Let's see if I can stand here. Oh no, I guess I can place them just like this. Okay, so that's cool. Don't know why that went like that. Okay, so are we not missing another wind turbine? I thought I made 6 of them, but I don't know. There's something weird happening with my inventory. Yeah, we had 6 of them. Now we have 3. So, yeah, that's a thing that happened. I don't know. It probably fell down here into lava or something. Oh, look at that. It's saved. Wow, look at that. Yeah, you can see them from the ground, but just barely. Okay, so let me go ahead and hook up this other one. We'll stick a Tesseract on this cable. We might actually need to upgrade our power cables. I don't know. These are limited to 1280 RF a tick, but we'll worry about upgrading those later. All right, so let's do one more cable right here. We'll do one more turbine. Right like that. And which one was it? I think it was this one that's right above. Yeah, we'll put our Tesseract on this guy. Just so we know where the middle is. So we'll stick that guy right like that. Okay. So let's also set this up. Now, I don't know how these things are. It looks like people are using... Oh, that's right. Okay, so this has now changed. You can't just set these to private. Let's see. Let's look at the Tesseract real quick. Okay, so when I was crafting this thing, I did see that there were 2 recipes. There's this recipe right here to create a Tesseract, but then I think you have to put the Tesseract in here and then do this signalum and stuff to make them so you can make them private. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Bronze, how do you make this stuff? How do you make this? So signalum blend. Okay, so how do you make the blend? Destabilized redstone, pulverized silver, and some copper. Okay, you know what? I think we're going to end up doing this. Before I start messing with this, I would like to have these on private channels. So let me go ahead and start making that other stuff so we can make them private. And we'll get this hooked up. Did I catch that? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, we'll get this all hooked up on private channels, and we'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so I just asked in the chat with the guys that are on here what we can do for chunk loaders, and I was told about the dimensional inker. Yeah, I didn't know about this. So this is really cheap. It's a block of iron and some gold ingots. I don't know how well this is going to work, how configurable it is. I have never used this before, but I am very curious to see. So let's go and set this guy down. Right click on it, shape, square, set owner to server, set owner to you. Okay, so that seems easy enough. What do these buttons do? Area 1 by 1. Oh, this makes it bigger. Okay. Your chunk limit 1 out of unlimited. Only ops and owner can see this. Your chunk loader is active. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this. This seems like exactly what we need. So we will go up to all the way up here. Yeah, I was checking out the chunk boundaries and stuff, seeing where we were, and I put everything within 1 chunk, apparently. It's just barely on the edge of the chunk, though. But yeah, if we go all the way up here, I added a few more windmills. I took like 3 more or so from our spawn area. I just made it symmetrical. So we got 4 on one side, 4 on the other. Yeah, I'm tired of flying up here, but I think we're good to go. Also, the Tesseract, I did add the security lock on there. So we have it set to owner only. So this is my own private channel. Nobody else can see it. Nobody else can get a Tesseract on this channel. But yeah, so I named it Unlimited Power, which is great. So yeah, we're producing a lot of power here wirelessly. Last thing we need to do is get a chunk loader. And so this is like the very center of my base. I think we'll just stick the chunk loader right on top of here. Oh, looks like that can spawn mobs. Let's put a torch. Okay, So we will right click on this, and I'm not sure how big we need to make this thing. 3x3, 5x5, 81 chunks, 9x9. That's like the same as a player, right? I don't know if we have to go that big. Let's actually bring it down. Yeah, I think 25 chunks should be fine for now. If we have to make it bigger, we can. Oh, we can do the different size. Oh, square, X line, Z line. Yeah, I think we'll just do square. Okay, that should be fine. So now everything should be chunk loaded. So this means I can also use this power over at my starting base. So my power production's here, and then yeah, let's hit F7. We can also wirelessly use this power over at the spawn base, so I can remove the rest of my wind turbines over there. Actually, let's hit F9 a few times. 9? Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, that's also a thing too. If you hit F9, I think the dimensional anchors, it kind of shows you like which chunks, if you're in, if they're loaded or something. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that shows you which chunks are loaded. So that's kind of interesting to see. There seems to be some kind of a conflict though, like, yeah, that's weird when you're hitting F9. Like a bunch of different things are happening at once. Okay, now everything's turned off, so good. We now have power, which means we can hook up machines here too and start getting our auto processing going. So that also means I need to go and grab my ME system, the one that we use for the quarry. We're going to use that over at the volcano base. So I can go ahead and grab deep storage units, these things, all of this, that, quarry, igneous extruder. Yeah, maybe I'll keep some of these machines over here for now. I need to clean up my inventory too. Apparently I got so much stuff going on. We don't need the angel block on us or this thing. Yeah, let's put these other machines in here for now too. Okay, so we have the pulverizer, induction, redstone furnaces over here. We're going to need this thing. Okay, and I think we should be pretty much good to go. I think we have everything we need. Okay, so I'm going to start setting up something using applied energistics to auto smelt and pulverize our ores and stuff over here. I need to grab my unsmelted ores from the other base. But yeah, I'm going to start setting that up, and I'll show you guys what we end up with here in just a second. Alright guys, so this is what we got set up so far. We just have the crafting terminal on a cable back there. Energy acceptor over here on the right hand side. We have our Tesseract that has unlimited power. This is set to item mode receive only, energy mode receive only. So the energy up above is being received here in this Tesseract, so that's powering everything. This Tesseract can also accept items. So that means that this ME interface, since it's touching it, is the closest inventory. So any item that's accepted by this goes into the ME interface and onto the storage drive. Okay, so that's pretty cool. We also hooked up the ME controller down here. I'm not sure if we need that right now, but it looks kind of cool. We have space for it, so I went with it. Ran a little bit of a cable over here to this ME export bus, and these things have changed a little bit. So by default, when you put the ME export bus on there, you can only export one item at a time. You have to make a capacity card, that increases it so you can have 5 spots available, and you have to put a second one in there if you want all 9 spots available to export. So that's what we're going to be doing. We also need to put a cable on this thing. Shift click, there we go. So now that thing's hooked up, it should be exporting items as soon as we set the pattern for that. So the pulverizer right now is set to receive items from the top, the blue, and it's also set to export items to the right, the orange. So that's going to export right into the redstone furnace. So the redstone furnace is accepting from the left, exporting to the right. Right into a Tesseract. This one's set to unlimited power. And this configuration, we're also receiving energy, and we're also sending items. So any items the redstone furnace ejects will go into the Tesseract, which will go over to the ME interface and onto the storage drive. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So this is also receiving power, so it's going to be sending power to these 2 machines. Yep, so I think we're pretty much hooked up now. The only thing left to do is just make this look a little bit nicer. Can I put some blocks around here? I think there's some facades we can use to hide this, and I know there's facades that we can use to put around the ME cables right there, and this side's fine. So yeah, that's something else we're going to have to work on. So for now, I have only put the one 4K ME storage drive over here, and this is what contains all of our ores that we got from our quarry earlier. But thinking about it, I think we're going to need another 4K drive, because as we start processing ores, we're going to have more types, and it looks like we only had a few types available left over there. Yeah, we're going to have to get a whole bunch more storage hooked up down here for all of our ME needs, but for now, we're going to use 2 4K ME storage disks. Okay, so we also need to start setting the pattern. So iron is one of the first things we need. Copper, we have a couple different flavors of copper. Maybe we could unify them and make them all the thermal foundation style. That's something else we could do. There is the MFR unifier. This thing right here, I've used these before in different Let's Plays before. Yeah, this is pretty easy. Just need to make a redstone comparators, things like that. For now, we're not going to worry about that. So we have copper, iron. What else do we need? Tin is fine. Another type of tin. Silver, we're going to want. Osmium, yep, let's go ahead and do that one. Lead. And different type of copper. Okay, so we could do yellowite. Yeah, I think we're going to start smelting that stuff down too. Gold. I think we're probably running out of spaces for the export bus at this point. So let's get iron going. We'll just put that in there first. So that's going to start exporting iron. Looks like that's going really slow. So we're probably going to need another speed upgrade. I'm not sure how that works. But yeah, I'm sure there's a way to do like stacks at a time or increase the speed in which this works. But yeah, this will start pulverizing all the items, sending them over here to the redstone furnace, and if everything's working correctly, we should see iron ingots here, which we do. That's awesome. Okay, so that's exactly what we wanted. So we now have auto smelting hooked up over here. Let's go ahead and set the patterns for these other things, and they will go into the pulverizer as room becomes available. But yeah, we will automatically get our ore smelting, which is awesome. Okay, let's do that, and I guess yellowite will be our last one. All right, so this is going to take a little bit of time. We don't have our redstone furnace or pulverizer set to like the highest speed. In fact, this one's still a basic. This could be upgraded to the hardened or beyond and get the extra upgrades, which one? Yeah, the speed upgrades in here. We'll probably do that later on. For now, I'm pretty happy that we have automatic ore processing online. It's a very simple setup, but it's something that, you know, is something that you really want to have happening. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this video if you liked it, and we'll see you next time.